Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa. I will be discussing a topic with you today, which is apologize for one thing, just one thing that you've done. Make that your goal this year, if you can't do it this month, but this year to apologize for just one thing. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter if you were 100% wrong or if you were 90% right. Just apologize. We don't realize it, but a lot of times feel our pride and feeling that we're in control is not necessarily as important as maintaining the relationships that we have. It's not necessarily what our goal is. I remember Wayne Dyer a couple of years ago said, if you have to choose between being right and being kind, choose to be kind. Because you see, a lot of times I see people having arguments and getting into fights and having problems just because they don't understand each other. They don't understand each other's point of view. Okay, one person feels that they're right and they will defend their point all the way till the end. Well, and the other one does too. And what we often fail to realize is that from that person's point of view, they are right. Although from your point of view, you are right. You see, it's not like the person is defending a point that they know isn't valid. I'm a firm believer in the idea that we always do as human beings the best that we can based on where we are in our evolution. We try our best. We defend what we believe is right. Um, if you think about Hitler didn't think that he was a bad person and that he was killing innocent victims. No, he felt that he was ridding the earth of anything that wasn't a pure Aryan race. You see, so no matter how bad you think that the person is, no matter what they do, and no matter how negative their actions might be, they might be in you from your point of view. If you are right, then perhaps you have a different perspective and a higher level of an understanding of situations. But from their point of view, what they are doing is the right thing to do. It just doesn't seem that way to you. And so we often get into arguments, fights, back and forth with people. And then we say or do things that, not that we don't mean, because if we say it at some level, we do mean it. But we say things that perhaps we didn't have to, or we didn't have to say with a particular tone in a particular environment. We could have waited to say them. So I think it's important to talk to people and just choose just one person out of everybody and apologize for just one thing you've said, one thing you've done, one thing you might be wrong for, or one thing that, whether you're right or wrong, is affecting your relationship with that person. Because let me tell you, there are different aspects of our lives. Finances, romantic, platonic relationships, businesses. There are different aspects, and when one isn't working right, what we tend to do is to focus on that one and let that affect the rest of our lives. Meanwhile, we have the ability to fix that little aspect of our lives that isn't working right just by, when it comes to relationships at least, just by saying, hey, I'm sorry. I realize that this happened. And you don't have to apologize for doing something. Just say, hey, I'm sorry I made you feel this way. Because at the end of the day, it's not what you did, it's not what you said, it's how it made the other person feel. Okay, you could use profanity and use certain words with people in the right circumstance, and they're like, whatever, or they laugh at it with you. But if you say it in the wrong circumstance, with the wrong tone of voice, they might take it personally and feel like, wow, this guy really means this. And meanwhile, it could just be a joke. I was witness to a situation like that with a couple of friends where one of them said something that the others found offensive, and all of a sudden, negative emotions, feelings came up. They had things that they felt or thought about him and that they wanted to say to him. And he wouldn't apologize, which I thought personally was a mistake. You know, if someone feels offended, doesn't matter if what you're saying is right or wrong. You have to always remember that the relationship with the person is more important than the subject at hand. You know, as long as it's not impairing you or affecting you negatively. So at that point, all you do is say, well, listen, I didn't mean to say for it to sound that way. I'm sorry that I made you feel this way. So I apologize for that. And you could follow that up with you understand also that this is my belief and you have to respect my belief. If you do that, then what will happen is that people will respect you. They will know that at least you value them and you respect them. And that will solve a lot of conflicts. That in its own would solve tons and tons of conflicts. If you're just willing to say, hey, I'm sorry. Not necessarily for what I did, but at least for how I made you feel. That's it. Because people will always remember how you made them feel, not what you did. So that's what I had for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and if you like more videos like these, just subscribe right below. Again, my name is Vanessa. I will see you guys on the next video.